Khan. I'm from class 3E, and for the science fair, I am going to do a science experiment in which I am going to see which materials block the signal of Wi-Fi. Step number 1, my big question. So, have you ever wondered that when you're doing something on the internet or something like happening and then all of a sudden your Wi-Fi gets slow or something like that happens? Have you ever wondered why does that happen? So, right now I am going to see what materials block Wi-Fi connection, and maybe one of those materials is in front of your router, and maybe that's why your Wi-Fi goes away. So, step 2, my prediction. So, out of all the objects I am going to test, I think that a human body would block the signal most. And I think out of all the objects I'm going to test, the least working one would probably be a plastic stool. What do I need for this experiment? Which is step number 3. I will need a router, some aluminium foil, a piece of cardboard, a paper napkin, and a steel cooking baking tray, a stool, any human body, and an app which can tell the strength of the signal. So for this to work, you need to make sure that the place where you're going to put this device is about the same length as where you'd put this, and there should be nothing, no furniture or no human body that goes between the two tables. So to record all of the measurements, you need to make a chart that has the materials, and I will do 3 trials for every material, and then I'll find out their average, which is just adding all of those 3 numbers together and then dividing them by 3. And then I'm going to when I find all of them, I'm going to find out the attenuation, which is the reduction of strength. So to find the attenuation of any object, we will minus the average value of that material from the average value of our control, which is where we are not using any material at all. Now it's time to do the experiment. So first we need to place one of the objects in front of the signal router, and then with the app we need to see how much the amount is, the measurement is, and then we simply write it in trial number 1. And you do it 3 times with each object. So that's what you have to do first. So now I've got all of my calculations, and now I need to find my average. So to do that, I'm going to add up all of these numbers and then divide it by 3. So now we need to find attenuation. So to do that, we're not going to do the control one. We're going to start with aluminium foil, and to do that, we're going to minus this number from this number. it's time to analyze our results. So, this chart is telling me that a plastic stool, a piece of cardboard, and a steel baking sheet are the most effective to blocking the Wi-Fi. Then after that comes the human body. So that means my prediction was wrong. The human body was going to block it most. But I discovered that there are 3 materials that were even better than the human body. So after the human body, which is in last place, is aluminium foil. And after aluminium foil, the last place is paper napkin. So guys, keep in mind, if you put a paper towel in front of your router, nothing is going to happen to you meanwhile you're enjoying your wonderful videos. But, if you put some cardboard, a steel baking sheet, or a plastic stool, possibly, in front of your router, you are going to have so much disruption in watching your favorite videos. You cannot do it without going through all that disruption. Now I have shared my result with you, and then I made a bar chart out of it, which has the materials and their attenuation. Now my conclusion. My conclusion is that some objects block Wi-Fi signal and some don't. And in all of the objects I have done, a steel baking sheet, some cardboard, and a plastic stool are going to affect it a lot. So when you are on the internet, make sure your router is at such a place where there is no object in front of the router so that you can browse faster.